Hello. This is going to be a different type of video because I'm going to be talking about the current situation that I'm in, is the best way to put it. So, I'm going to talk about why I took a break and my reason for rebranding and my plans for the future of the channel. So, the reason I had to take a break was not because I wanted to, it was all health related. December, I started puking blood, which was obviously scary and not a good situation to be in. But it suddenly happened, and we didn't know what was going on. After that, I ended up going to the hospital, obviously, because something of that situation is very serious. And I got x-rays done on my stomach, which showed a hernia. And they assumed I was internally bleeding because of puking blood. And when they did my blood results, it was really low, like extremely anemic kind of low. And because of that, they wanted to do a bunch of tests and they ordered an endoscopy for me. During that period, I couldn't work because I couldn't lift anything. And because of the hernia and the internal bleeding was making me get dizzy quite often, actually. And so I stopped going to work. And that's when I started focusing on making videos again, which I enjoyed a ton. I had to keep doing videos during that whole month. That slowly led up to the endoscopy to find out where I was bleeding at. And while I was doing it, every single day was getting harder and harder to do anything. And eventually my blood levels were getting to the point to where I couldn't drive. So I also had to drop out of school. And after dropping out of school, I kept working on the videos for a little while longer until the point where it was hard to even get out of bed. Because every time I did anything, even breathing, sometimes it made me dizzy. Which then, luckily, I got the endoscopy done. They checked my stomach to see what was wrong. And I found out I had ulcers and a large hiatal hernia. And the hiatal hernia isn't really a major issue. It just may need surgery in the future depending on how my stomach reacts to certain things and stuff like that. However, for the ulcers, they cauterized them and they had to put me in the hospital for 3 to 4 days. And during that time, they had me on a lot of medicine to make sure that my stomach wouldn't bleed anymore. But they also had to give me transfusions. And while in the hospital, I had to get 2 bags of blood injected in. And that was just to get from a 6 to an 8. And the healthy limit for males is, I think, a 14 to 16. So I was really in the danger zone. And because of that, I stopped posting. It became very stressful to do anything. And after the hospital, when I got out, I had no motivation to really do anything. I was still kind of feeling the after effects of having low blood, like severe anemia. I became anxious to start doing anything anymore, like even recording. I I recorded Dead Space the other day and I was anxious to even hit record, which is weird because like I had no problem before, but I think stopping the schedule, I felt bad and I realized how much I enjoyed making videos and doing YouTube because it's a it's an amazing hobby. Sometimes someone will see the video, like it, and leave a comment. And when I see those comments that people say that it's a nice video or they like the cat videos that I post, it makes me happy because I know at least someone else got enjoyment out of it. And I realize how important YouTube is to me, even though I'm such a small YouTuber. And even though I'm a small YouTuber, I make some people happy, and that's good. So my plan is to keep posting for the foreseeable future because it's a very fun hobby to record the videos and then look back at how I reacted to things and edit it. It's a lot of fun and I get to relive the jokes that I make with my brothers or I make alone, and it's a lot of fun to see. Which brings me to the rebrand. I had the name Jackal Demon for a long time, and even though I liked the name, it's just something I kind of made because I was done being called Bubba G. I didn't like being called Bubba G. It was, or Bubba. And it was a nickname that I've had since I was really young. And at like the age of 13, I'm like, that's too boring. I have to be cool now. So I made Jackal Demon. So, Bubba G. It's a name that I had since I was 3 years old when my mom made my first gnome warlock in World of Warcraft. So, it's what I decided to go back to because it's a familiar name to me and it matches the content better. And then for the plans for the channel, the next milestone is 1,000 subscribers. It's crazy that I have 540 subscribers at the time of recording this. That's crazy. I didn't expect to get above 100, honestly. And the fact that I have 500 people that has subscribed at some point, more than 500, is just insane to me. And I appreciate it so much. And I appreciate it, but it also makes me happy that people liked the things that I was posting so much that they decided that they wanted to keep watching. And it makes me extremely happy. Like I said, for the foreseeable future, I plan on posting. This is an amazing hobby. It really brought me out of my shell a lot, and it made me realize that there's more to myself than I realize. I said realize a lot there, but it made me realize that there is a lot to me, and it made me appreciate myself more, I think, and it made me happier, and I want to keep posting. If it becomes a job, I'll be so happy because then I can keep doing something I like, first of all. And second of all, it's something that someone else likes. Because every time I get a new subscriber, I'm like, oh, that's cool. They like what I'm doing. And which makes me happy because that means I made someone else happy in some way or the other. Whether they think it's funny or cute or anything. Because I post the cute shorts, I post funny shorts. And it's a lot of fun to see the people who enjoy it. I can't really think of anything else to say. Thank you. That's about it. So you better have a good night. And bye-bye. Bye, Otto. Bye-bye.